Well, remember Joe Biden?
Kids jumping on my lap.
You remember good old Joe. You know Dementia Joe, Sloppy Joe, Pedo Joe. Where's he been?
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Well, after Camila locked him in a basement for his own good, of course.
Come on, man.
He's escaped. So what's he doing? Well, he's trashing Trump, of course, throwing supporters on their bus, calling them garbage.
What the fuck?
Just days before the election.
You're kidding.
Interesting. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this, 6 days. Just 6 days. But it's what's next. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good on this day. Well, 6 days. Countdown's been on. 6 days away. While Trump runs around the country doing what Trump does best, getting the crowds excited, bringing in new people, Elon, Tulsi, RFK Jr., what have you, rocking the house. What's Joe Biden been doing? Remember Joe? You remember that guy, 81 million votes, Joe, the most ethical election in our history, more votes than Barry Obama. What's he been up to? Well, after the Camila camp told him to sit down and shut up and lock him in the basement, well, you're not going to keep good old Joe down. He broke out. Well, what's he doing? Well, he's trashing Trump, of course, no surprise, throwing supporters under the bus, calling them garbage just days before the election. Interesting that we're 6 days away and they let Joe run around, well. Joe needs his ice cream and his pudding. But here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch, Joe Biden trashes Trump voters. The only garbage I see floating out there are his supporters. Gee, Joe, tell us how you really feel. President Joe Dementia overshadowed his vice president closing argument just 1 week before the election by trashing American voters and calling Trump supporters garbage. And we'll talk about that in the next video. Vice President Camila, Willie Brown's side piece, delivered her closing argument in front of the White House on Tuesday night, but soon-to-be former President Joe Biden said ahead of the big event that Trump supporters are garbage, per the Associated Press. Biden told reporters Tuesday that he will not attend Harris's speech because the event is for her, not for me. But he plans to watch it on television. Ahead of Harris's remarks, Biden is reacting to a comment calling Puerto Rico garbage, and I'll talk about that as well, at a Trump rally last weekend, saying, the only garbage I see floating out there are his supporters. According to NBC reporter Gabe Gutierrez, Biden sent his full quote, Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. Just the other day, a speaker at a rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. The only garbage I see floating out there are his supporters. The president was referring to statements made by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, and of course, he got a lot of heat. This comedian got lit up because of this during former President Donald Trump rally at Madison Square Garden over the weekend, which he referred to the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, home to American citizens, as a floating island of garbage. After the president's remarks went public, the White House attempted to walk the statement back by saying he was only referring to Hinchcliffe.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
Yeah, let's not have him sit at the Resolute desk. No. We can't have him sitting in the Oval Office. No, we're going to have him stuffed in the basement, with a fake, White House, what have you, prop behind him. Anyway, the guy's a fool. An old fool. Okay, Gabe Gutierrez again. The White House spokesman said President Biden was referring to comedian who spoke to Trump insulted Puerto Rico. No, we know what Joe meant. Come on now, stop. J.D. Vance, running mate for former President Donald Trump, condemned the remarks as an attack on half the country. This is disgusting. Kamala Harris and her boss Joe Biden are attacking half the country. There's no excuse for this. I hope America's rejected, said J.D. Vance. Other Trump surrogates and supporters condemned the remarks. Donald Trump Jr. Holy shit, the media went all crying about a joke from a comedian. Meanwhile, Tim Walz called Trump supporters Nazis. Kamala Harris refused to condemn it. And now Kamala's biggest Democratic ally, Joe Biden, is calling Trump supporters garbage. Absolutely disgusting. Lee Zeldin. As if the Hitler Nazi attacks wasn't disgraceful enough. It's one heck of a closing message to call half the country garbage that includes veterans, police, clergy, Holocaust survivors, victims of illegal immigrant crime, teachers, laborers, firefighters, and so many more. Just days away. Should anyone be surprised at this point of the game? At this point, we're in the fourth quarter now. Should anybody be surprised that basically Joe Biden, who's been pretty much silent the entire, last couple of weeks, all of a sudden now finds a way to climb out of the basement, make his way up, and oh, look, it's CNN. Hey, I got something to say. Trump's trash. Okay, tell us, you got anything new? Because this has been done before. Oh, Trump's Hitler. Again, anything new? But it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. It's dementia, but it's Joe. Joe knows his days are numbered. Kamala knows her days are numbered. They're desperate right now. And in regards to the comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe, in regards to his comment of Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage. As a Puerto Rican myself, my parents were born in Puerto Rico. I've heard all the rice and bean jokes when I was a kid. I took it seriously then. I took it offense then. But now, as a full-grown adult of 50 plus years, that doesn't do shit for me. That's nonsense. You laugh it off and you move on. Comedians are going to do what comedians do. Now, Tony Hinchcliffe is a comedian who basically will have no problem going after anybody. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, don't care. If anybody has watched his stand-up, I never have. I've caught clips of him with others. So it is what it is. My opinion, I think it was dumb. It was just dumb. It was just silly. But when it comes to context regarding garbage, when it comes to the Puerto Rican government, a Democratic-run Commonwealth, there's a lot of history. It's almost like Detroit, except floating in the ocean. Yeah, the government's garbage, but the people are amazing. So there's that. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.